Welcome to Health Authority TV. I am Janan Sarwar, the new deputy editor for Health Authority Books. It's a new partnership between Indie Books International and Global Bookshelves International. I'm excited for our show today. Today we have an amazing guest. Her name is Dr. Rachel Gainsbrugh. She's a pharmacist and the CEO of Short Term Gems, a concierge coaching program committed to helping doctors grow their investment portfolios with a focus on luxury short-term rentals. She's also a full-time mom and a dedicated spouse. Her work has been featured on a Netflix television show. She's a contributing writer to the Bigger Pockets blog and has been featured on over 30 podcasts and even a Forbes article about her. I'm so excited to interview you. Welcome, Dr. Rachel. How are you doing today?
Hi, thank you so much for having me. What an honor to be here with you today.
I'm so glad and I'm just so excited. I've known you through social networks and through our connection in pharmacy, but I would love for you to share with the audience who you truly serve in
Yeah,
your position as a health authority leader.
absolutely. So I serve primarily women doctors. They're high performing, they're high earning, and they are straight up exhausted. They've checked all the boxes, but they still feel kind of stuck. And so I help them to create financial freedom, particularly through real estate investing.
That is incredible. So when it comes to real estate investing and the services that you provide, I'd love for you to just kind of lay out what it is that you do if someone were to work with you.
Yeah, absolutely. So I teach our members how to find the most profitable market, how to fund those real estate properties, because there are a number of ways that we often aren't aware of that are accessible to us as busy, burnt out professionals. How to furnish those properties so that they're appealing to our ideal guest avatars. And we primarily love to serve families who are traveling multi-generational, supporting those who are either traveling for leisure or those who are actually displaced from their homes. And so we work really in close concert with a lot of the insurance companies. And yeah, and finally, how to fill up those properties with those high value guests. Because when we do, we're able to save time, we're able to save a ton on taxes. And it's, I think, one of the smartest ways to get into real estate without all of the burnout with a lot of the strategies that are out there.
That is so incredible. What got you involved in this? What made you think this is a field beyond your healthcare career? What first started you in down this path?
Yeah, $500,000 in student loan debt, first and foremost.
Yeah.
Just kind of grinding it out. I was working 14-hour shifts, and I read a quote from Warren Buffett that said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And so I started to question the Dave Ramsey hat that I was wearing
Yeah.
along the way, figuratively speaking,
Hmm.
and asking myself, well, what truly is my why? Is this really sustainable long term? And the answer is not, is no, it wasn't. So, Janat, I actually research so much. I have spreadsheets for days. I love a good spreadsheet. If you want to
Yeah.
woo me away, just bring a spreadsheet over to me and I'm good to go. And I just analyzed all of the different investing strategies out there. Cryptocurrency was coming onto the scene,
Yes.
stocks, uh, industrial properties, et cetera, et cetera. And so I had to balance two things. I'm a mom with a whole husband, two boys, three dogs at the time. And so I decided, what's going to be something that is a lower lift for me.
Yeah.
However, the results are going to be outsized compared to all the strategies. And I found short-term rental investing kind of like Airbnb.
Okay.
And throughout that process, I stumbled upon the midterm rental investing, which is the insurance companies working with them. They're looking for furnished homes on Airbnb where they're able to put the families in there for months after months after months. And I was like, "Mwah, chef's kiss. This is perfect. And this is exactly what I teach our community to get that peace of mind and the confidence knowing that your home is being rented out by
Yeah.
someone local in the community who has a need."
That is incredible. That's really beautiful. And I guess now I understand the origin of short-term gems as
Yeah.
well. And,
Mhm.
if I am in that bucket of being a healthcare provider that has limited knowledge about this. So, as far as actual services, I understand you have courses or you have groups. Tell us about how you share and teach people the things that you know.
Yeah, I actually have a site, TwoDoorDocs.com, where I host a free live masterclass where I go through the entire process. I show you step one, save a family's home. Is encounters a catastrophe and
Okay.
that family is displaced. And then I go brick by brick and share with you exactly what the process looks like. And so that's one of the best ways to get introduced to me and to get introduced to the concept and to ask your questions live. So I believe in delivering that type of content live because a lot of people are unfamiliar with it. And I need to ensure that they're fully grasping what it is that we're talking about.
Oh, that's amazing. And you do that once a month or
Yeah, we're doing that once a month for now. At the time of this recording, it's once a month. And then from there, I introduce you into like a 1 year program where we can work together throughout the year. And we love working with those who are just starting from scratch. Like, okay, this makes sense. I just have no idea how to do it. Let me hold you by the virtual or physical hand because I love live events as well to share this information. And then we walk through the entire framework together.
Oh, that is so cool. There's a lot to learn and a lot of return, not just for the person that's being involved, but those that you're supporting in the community. So it's a win-win, it seems.
Mhm.
Almost a
Absolutely.
no-brainer. Well, just to throw a question, not completely out of left field, but thinking about this, thinking about what you know, if I gave you a magic wand and you had the ability, and based on your experience in your business and what's been going on with healthcare, what's one thing you would want to do to redesign the healthcare system as we have it?
I truly believe from the bottom of my heart that the way that we can redesign healthcare is by giving women in medicine a financial exit strategy so that they can have a little bit more breathing room and options to practice medicine on their own terms, to eliminate some of those toxic schedules that we're beholden to because we have the unique responsibilities of a family of kiddos, just so many things going on and to really live a life that is fully in alignment and with purpose. So for me it would be allowing women to experience what that wealth looks like because wealth is not just money. It really isn't about the money. It's about the choices that money allows us to have. I remember when I was working full time, if I would take 3 days off, I would come back to work. I would be so refreshed. I would have so much clarity and insight, and I could really pour my talent into my healthcare system. And I really think that happens by really digging deep into some of those root causes of why a lot of us have felt misaligned in our spaces. And so, yeah, I think wealth is part of the cure, not just a band-aid for healthcare, to be honest.
Absolutely. And I love the feature that you have on females and female providers because of their unique roles and responsibilities. And do you believe that it's possible to have it all, work-life balance? How do you define that in what you do now, maybe?
Yeah, I do believe it's possible to have it all. I believe it's possible to be more productive working less than 18-hour days. I truly
Yeah,
believe that. And so I feel as though when women are financially free, they don't feel the albatross of the weight of the world on their shoulders when they're making decisions out of their love for the profession and not out of fear, not out of exhaustion. That is how we regain the innovation in our lives. We regain the advocacy we could provide for our patients. We regain all the things that we build that life in kind of a harmony. I don't know if there's work-life balance. I think there's work-life harmony, honestly.
harmony.
Some
Yeah,
things are just like if I'm in the middle of a lunch with my family and we're doing something like we're all in on, okay, this is the milestone that we're hitting. But then when we're playing really hard as well. So I just really believe the same can occur in medicine. And I believe that could be the revelation or the revolution rather that we can implement. And I really think that the work that I'm doing is like a little bit of a sliver of what I'm hoping to see, like a stronger healthcare system, a healthcare system that supports our women so that they're able to stay longer in there, they're able to lead, they're able to heal with their whole hearts. That's what I'm working on. That's what I want.
That is such a beautiful vision, and I love the term with the work-life harmony and this vision of really supporting a critical part of the healthcare system. And when women make decisions or when women are able to bring their whole self to the table when they're working, and then also have that freedom financially to also
Yeah.
show up at home too, only
Yeah.
beautiful things can happen from there. That is so fantastic. So, how is the best way people should reach out to you? What do you prefer when
Yeah,
people want to
if you
connect?
go, yeah, absolutely. If you go to twodoordocs.com, that's the number two, DOORDOCS.com, that will give you access to the free training that we talked about a little bit earlier and all the social media spaces as well. So you're set there.
Wonderful. This was such a engaging conversation. I loved everything you said. I definitely know I'm going to check out the next live session at twodoordocs.com and definitely share this with others I know that could really use this useful information to be more financially literate too. I mean, we have to start somewhere, and I think this is a great place and a great thing that you're doing for the community. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Wonderful. Well, this was another great episode of our Health Authority TV. For everyone watching, until next time, may you be healthy, wealthy, and wise. Thank you so much.